Hello, hello everybody. Our topic for today is pixel. What is pixel? Do you know what is pixel means? My name is Junter Flores. I am the founder of Online University Asia. So we are going to be talking right now about Facebook Pixel. So good day to the people in other countries, and then good evening to the people here in the Philippines. So I have my list here again. I was trying to set up a live stream also in YouTube, but I couldn't figure it out. But I'm gonna test it again later on. So I'm running out of time. So what is pixel? You know, if you heard about it and you don't know what is that mean, then this is for you. If you don't have any idea about pixel, then this is for you also. If you know it, if you know this already, then it's okay. It's not for you. Okay. So do you know what is a pixel means? Facebook ads, you're using this if you're running Facebook ads. Okay, so Facebook pixel is like a CCTV. You know what's a CCTV, right? You know that that a CCTV that you set in your house, in the market or in the road, in everywhere, right? You're setting to know what's happening, right? To know what the other people is doing, right? So here in Facebook Pixel, it's like a CCTV, right? To know what you are doing, to know what your target audience is doing, or to know the people, what are they doing inside the platform, inside the website, right? What are they doing? Okay, so you're gonna know it, and you're gonna know what's their behavior inside the platform, inside the website. Okay, so that's how the pixel is. All right. So to give you more, I will give you an illustration so that you will understand it, thoroughly. So so for example, you are in your Facebook right now. If you are in your Facebook knows what you're doing inside the Facebook platform, right? Facebook records everything, your behavior, what you're doing there. If you're liking this comment, if you're commenting to your friend's post, or your your cousin's post or something, if you are messaging, using the messenger, Facebook is recording all of the things that you're doing inside the Facebook platform, right? Facebook knows all of it, right? All of it, because it transmit all the things that you do there. It goes to the Facebook server. Okay, so all the data that they gather every single second, it's in their server. Okay, so what you're doing inside Facebook, it's recorded on their data. Okay, on their server. Okay, so so especially is you are a hardcore user of Facebook, like you're using every day. You use Facebook every day. You open Facebook every day. You scroll on your Facebook feeds every single day. All right? So Facebook knows everything of what you're doing inside the platform, right? It's recorded. So if you have a website, for example, you have a Facebook, right? This is your Facebook, and you have your website here. Your website is like your company's website, right? So for example, you have a restaurant, or you have a hotel. You have your Facebook page, and you have your Facebook account, and then you have your website, right? So Facebook doesn't know what is your behavior inside your website, right? Because Facebook doesn't own that platform. It's you own it because it's your website, right? But Facebook owns the Facebook platform, so Facebook knows what's happening inside of Facebook, right? So, how can Facebook know what's happening in your website? So I'm gonna give you an illustration here. So for example, I borrowed my son's toy car, right? So for example, so this is just an illustration, okay? So for example, this is your Facebook account, right? This is your Facebook account. Facebook knows what you're doing inside, right? What is your behavior inside inside this car, right? Okay. Over here, because all the data here that you're creating every second is transmitted to, it's being reported to Facebook server, right? So here, this one here is your website. Facebook doesn't own this, okay? You own this one, okay? So Facebook doesn't know what's happening inside this car. Facebook only know what's happening in this car, right? Because Facebook owns this. This one, you own this website. Facebook doesn't know what's happening here, right? So, for example, this is your website and this is your car. For example, you're selling something here. For example, this is your restaurant, right? This is your restaurant. How will Facebook know what's happening inside your restaurant, in your room, or in your website, and in this car? So what's going to happen is you can set a CCTV here. You can put a pixel here inside this car, so that Facebook, so what's happening inside this car is being reported to the Facebook server. Get what I mean? So I'm gonna say it again. This is how will Facebook know what's happening inside this car? Facebook or you can set a CCTV inside this car. Facebook can set a pixel here, that what's happening inside this car is being reported back to Facebook server. Okay, so that is so cool. So for example, you have a restaurant there, and that's your restaurant there. So if they go, if one person, for example, a hotel, you have a website of your hotel. If you set up a pixel there, or you set up your CCTV there, so whatever is going on inside that site, for example, one of the client goes there, interested customer going there, and then try to book a room, Facebook will know it, because all the behavior and the things that the person is doing there inside that site in your website is going to be reported to Facebook. Do you think that's beneficial to you, to your business? It is beneficial because you can strategize what's happening after. Like for example, that customer who wrote for example, that customer signed in your email address. So that customer puts on their email addresses, right? And then when you have the CCTV there, when you have the pixel there, then you can retarget them, right? And Facebook knows if he orders of that person's, you can talk to them and stuff like that. So Facebook will know what's happening on that site. So it's very, very beneficial, because Facebook then reports to you and then suggests what's going to be your next move to get those customers, to make them to be a paying customer, right? So it is very, very beneficial if you have the pixel in your website, pixel in your page. So where can you set your pixels? You can set it in your website, or you can set it in your page, okay, or on your website. Yes. So and then this is very, very powerful. This is very, very powerful because you will know what's happening inside your website, right? Because if you have a website, you don't know what's happening in there. You don't know if somebody really viewed that website. You don't even know if somebody liked that website. You don't even know if you know there's a person who really checked that website, right? But if you have the Facebook pixel, if you have the CCTV there, you will know how many people really view that website for one day. You will really know how many and who is that person. You will really know where is that person, you know, where is the person from who when they check your website. Is the person using a laptop? Is the person using mobile? And also you will know, okay? Because you have set a pixel there, right? So for example, in e-commerce, this is related to our previous lesson, the ghosting your customer. So it's something like that. So if you have like e-commerce, so for example, you have e-commerce business, you have e-commerce website came from the Shopify, right? And then if that person, if one person checked that product inside your Shopify, and then it will be notified to Facebook, and then you will know who visited that product, who visited that website, right? So that is so cool. It's very, very, very powerful, right? So I hope that you understand what I'm saying here and how you can use this to your business, right? This is very, very, very good technique and strategy so for you to strategize your marketing strategy, right? So you can retarget them after, and so on. So those lessons is going to be in my masterclass. All right, it's a paid masterclass. So if you are really serious to scale your business, then you go to my masterclass. Okay, so I think that's it. I talk about all the list here already. So I think that's it for now. And thank you for watching, and see you tomorrow. Okay, bye.